Hello everyone, welcome to Sunia IAS. So today we are going to discuss worksheet number 2 of prelims crash course. So I hope all of you have seen the lecture and then it's the time to do the worksheet. So the first question is, a freestanding decorative or arched gateway is known as Toran. Toran are related to Jain and Hindu constructions as well as Buddhist stup like Great Stup in Sachi. Third, the Jagannath temple in Puri is an illustration of Toran in Kaling architecture. Which of the above statements is or are correct? So we all know that a freestanding arched gateway is known as Toran, which is mostly made up of wood or stone, and it is a cross piece which is made up of 3 bars stacked one on the top of the other. Now, Toran is a very prominent feature of Kaling architecture, and the only example of Kaling architecture where the Torans are used are the temples in Puri, Rajrani, and Mukteshwara. So they are related to Jain as well as Hindu, and we can find Jagannath temple in Puri is an illustration of Toran and Kaling architecture. So D 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Next, consider the following statements regarding North Indian temple style. It is typical in North India for temples. It's a common sense. North Indian temple style. It is common in North India for temples to be constructed on stone platform with stepping stones. Correct. It frequently has ornate entrance or boundary walls. If you can recall what we have discussed in the lecture, that North Indian style, or what do you call Nagar style, do not have boundary walls. They do not have boundary walls. So that's why this statement is incorrect. The tallest tower is exactly beneath the Garbhagriha. Yes, earlier there was only one tower and below that there was Garbhagriha. Later on, multiple towers wala concept came, and then in that situation also, the Garbhagriha was below the tallest tower. So 1 and 3 are correct. In the middle of the 17th century, under the reign of Shah Jahan, the famous Red Fort was constructed. The Red Fort and the Red Fort complex were both named in the UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. The Red Fort was last ruled by Akbar, a Mughal emperor. So yes, during Shah Jahan, Red Fort was constructed. They both are in WHS, but that the Red Fort was last ruled by not by Akbar but by Bahadur Shah II. Bahadur Shah II. This personality is also associated with the 1857 revolt. So that means 1 and 2 are correct. Hinduism reveres a group of 7 female deities known as Saptamatrika, who represent the energy of each of their individual consorts. Who are those? First of all, let's discuss the Saptamatrika. Varahi, wife of Varaha, that is incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Next is Brahmani, wife of Brahma. Maheshwari, wife of Lord Shiva. Kaumari, wife of Kumar. Vaishnavi, wife of Vishnu. Indrani, wife of Lord Indra. Chamunda, or you can say Yami, wife of Yam. So these are the Saptamatrika. Now you have to identify इसमें से which one are correct. So we have Vaishnavi, we have Varahi, no Saraswati, we have Brahmani, then Lakshmi is not there. So 1, 2 and 4. C is the correct option. Which of the following Neolithic sites is noted for having pit houses? What are pit houses? We have discussed in the class. These are constructed below the ground, and it was constructed to get protection from the cold. So that is done in Burzahum, which is in Kashmir. It's a Neolithic site which is present in Kashmir. Next, consider the following statements regarding the Harappan civilization. In contrast to the modern Egyptian structures, Harappan cities used burnt bricks rather than the dried bricks. Exactly, we have seen that they were very advanced. They used the burnt bricks. Harappans created elaborate inscriptions in contrast to the Egyptians and Mesopotamians. Absolutely wrong, because they did not create elaborate inscription, or you can say lengthy inscriptions. Unlike the Egyptians and Mesopotamians did. They were written on the seals, and they were merely have few sentences, and mostly they were pictographic rather than alphabetical. So 1A only is correct. Consider the following statements. Guptas were the first to mint punch marked coins. No, the statement is wrong, because we have seen punch marked coins during the period of Janpadas and Mahajanpadas also. Okay. For example, Puran, Karshpanas, Pana. Kavya demonstrate the full splendor and majesty of Gupta era literature. Yes. And Kalidas, who was the contemporary of Chandragupta II, is the finest name of all. So this statement is correct. B is the correct option. Consider the following statements regarding Pallavas. Prakrit was the language used by early Pallava kings for court documents. Correct? They used to have Prakrit language. Mamalla was another name for Mahendra Varman II. When we were discussing in the class, Mamalla means a great wrestler, and that was the another name for Narsimha Varman I. During Narasimha Varman I's rule, both the Shore temple in Mamallapuram and Kailashnath temple in Kanchipuram were constructed. It was not one, it was two. During the second one's time, Kailashnath temple in Kanchipuram and Shore temple at Mamallapuram were constructed. So only one is the correct option. Temple architecture is categorized as Rekha Pida, Pida Deol and Khakra Im. They were classified as such in Odisha, which is the sub-school of Nakar style. Okay. Next is, consider the following statements. Metallurgy in Gupta era is represented by Mehrauli iron pillar in Delhi's Qutub Minar complex. Absolutely correct. We can see that it is still rust free. While Shreshti was typical based at a certain location, and Sarthvaha was a caravan trader who transported his products to several locations for successful sale. So let me just tell you, there were two types of traders. One was Shreshti, another one was Sarthvaha. Shreshti was the one who used to stay at a place and trade. That was a very eminent personality, influential personality. While Sarthvaha was the person who used to have caravan traders, used to move from one place to another to transport. So that which one of the above are not correct? Incorrect. We have seen that both of them are correct. So neither one nor two. Consider the following statements regarding the Gupta period. Gupta Empire is frequently referred to as the golden age of Indian architecture. Correct, because we have seen so many developments during that period. Gupta age saw the apex of Hindu temple construction. Yes. Not which of the following is not correct means incorrect. Both of them are correct, or neither 1 and 2. So we have seen during the Gupta Empire, although they were Hinduist, but Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, they showed tolerance towards all other religion. And many things, not only architecture but numismatics and everything got climax during that period. Earthenware in a wicker basket makes up the traditional heater kangdi, which has primarily been used in. Actually, there's a basket-like thing where this earthenware, where some coal, burning coal is kept, and that is kept inside the coat. So that is a traditional heater that is called kangdi, and which is used in Jammu and Kashmir. It is still used there to keep their warm woolen cloak. Means the next question is, consider the following pairs about Harappan sites. Dholavira, unique inscription. Yes, we have got there. Banavali, plowed field. No, it was Kalibangan. Kalibangan. Surkatoda, we have got horse remains. Lothalpe, we have got dockyard. So 1, 3 and 4 are the correct is the correct answer. Fine. Next, which of the following features belong to Nagar style of temple? Nagar means Northwala style. So, images of river goddess, curving shikhar, gopuram, boundary wall we have seen, it is not present. So, let's eliminate fourth wala thing. Next is, we have seen that water tank was not present. Temple tanks were not there. So, 6 also eliminated. So, by using this elimination technique, you can get the answer 1 and 2. We have seen that at the entrance of North Indian temples, the images of river goddess were created, while in the South Indian temples, the Dwarpala were created. Gopuram was a unique feature in the South India. So, curving shikhar and the river goddess is the correct option. Next question is, consider the following sites. The above Piklihal, Kapgullu, Tukalakota. The above mentioned sites are Chalcolithic, Harappan, Jain pilgrimage site or the Neolithic site. So we have seen that these are Neolithic painting sites from South India because granite rocks of Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka were excellent canvases for Neolithic map. So that completes your discussion. Thank you for today. See you in the next lecture.